Okay everyone, welcome back to the Long Dark. Yes, it has been a little while and I'm going to go into all the details and explain and apologise and all that in a while. However, we are here, and today for me in the recording studio, also known as the living room, it's actually going to be a bit of a long gaming session. I'm actually going to be filming about 5 or 6 Long Dark videos all in one go, so this is going to be a little bit epic, but here we go. We are where we left off. We're in Trapper's Cabin, we're in Mystery Lake, and we are going to start gathering our supplies and stores, and we're going to go and start exploring Mystery Lake. However, listen to that weather. It does not sound very good, does it? Let's eat, drink and be merry. Get ourselves going. So we've got a few calories on board there as well. I'm just going to stick my head outside and just have a look at what it is actually doing. I suspect it's not going to look pleasant out here, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want to kind of high pace. I want to get moving. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not good. Let's get inside. Okay, so we're not going anywhere right now. So what we're going to do, we are going to, I haven't cracked this, I'm going to try and kill some time here now because we can't really go anywhere. We've been through pretty much everything in Trapper's Cabin. We've got plenty of firewood. Do we have, I don't know if we have much water actually. Let's do a fire. We'll do a fire burn and we'll do some water. Ooh, always take the charcoal for map making purposes. I didn't actually pick much of the firewood up off the floor, but never mind. We'll try and start it with a cardboard match. Let's see if we can. It's only a 55% chance of success. Well, let's see if we can get this through. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a nice long water building run here. So we're going to have a nice long fire. We'll probably go through to the following morning, and hopefully by then the weather will calm down and we can make way on our travels. And I think the first obvious stop.
That didn't work. Well,
that's just annoying. I think I'm gonna have to boost this slightly on. So let's use some wood matches, see if that gives us a slightly better chance of getting it started. So yeah, I think what we'll do, we'll build up a massive stockpile of water, and we'll go through over to Camp Office, which is a logical place to go, and then we'll have a think about where to go next. Start gathering supplies. I might double stage them. I might kind of bring things back to Camp Office and then bring them back here, but I think I'm going to use Trapper's Cabin as my main base. It's just getting annoying now. I have I got any lamp fuel knocking about? I don't think I have I? No, I literally have what's there. Let's put that snare out as well. Okay, we're just going to have to keep going with this until something lights. Bit annoying. It will light eventually, but yeah, we'll get a fire going and we're going to head to Camp Office. And I think what I'm going to do is loot Camp Office, bring it all back here. Then we're going to head possibly to the lookout, and then bring it back here. And then we're going to head over to some of the logging camps and things like that, round the lake cabins as well, and over to the dam. We're basically just going to loot everything, bring it back here, stockpile everything here, and then we're going to shuttle it over to the Grey Mother's house in Milton, because that is what we've set ourselves as our challenge for this particular playthrough. Use all my reclaimed wood and a couple of bits of my cedar. I don't want to use it all, but again, I've got plenty of reclaimed wood and things that I can burn. Might as well bung that on as well. Don't do that because that's just going to be a waste. Okay, so let's do a full 5 litres of water then. Let's melt it down. We might get a little bit dehydrated here, but that's fine. Don't worry about that. And I can actually purify that water. I don't know how many purification tablets I've got. I've got 2. So let's purify that water.
I need something to eat.
I actually should have left that, shouldn't I, and done that afterwards, but never mind. Okay, so I've now got 3 litres to boil. And then we'll do some short runs just to top that up. So if I now just melt another 2 litres, that might do it. I can always top the fire up if we don't think we're quite going to have enough. Basically, I just want to make as much water as I can. So this is my Mystery Lake survival startup. I'm basically going to stockpile as much of my resources as I need here in Trapper's Cabin, and the biggest one of those, of course, is water. So pot as much water as we can. Okay, so we've got lots and lots of water. Did I put stuff in some of these containers? I can't remember. I did. I've got food in that one. I've got clothing in that one. Does that mean I put... Okay, well, I'm not going to put... I don't know how much these will take, 15 kilos. Let's put the water somewhere else. I'm not sure where to put it. Let's put it in here. Let's put it in the locker. Oh, I've got supplies in there. Oh, I completely forgot what I did at the end of the last video. And I haven't done the safe. Let's crack the safe and then I'll put the water in the safe. Okay, just to keep it out of the way. So, let's crack the safe. We all know the drill here. Scroll around till it clicks. Right there, so it's 55, 6, 7, 58. I'm going to spin it back the other way. So, 58, and then it's something around about 32. So let's go back to 0, spin it all the way around to 58. And then it's about
something to drink.
32, and somewhere around here. Can't be much further, we're virtually back at 0. Okay. Oh, come on, that's 32 again! Blimey, okay, right, okay, so we're in. We probably won't find anything because we never do. Oh, an MRE. And some boots. Oh, they look quite good actually. Okay. Right, so we're now going to pop, inside our safe. Simply because it's a nice storage container. We're going to chuck a lot of our water. I'm probably going to put 7 litres of that water in there. So that's 7 litres of water that we have. Okay, so that's all grand. I've got a couple of food items which are not looking too great, so let's get those gone. Let's go into the backpack, make sure we eat the right ones. So we want that, because that's pretty much on its way out. And that MRE is not looking great either, so we'll have that as well. So that will give us a pretty decent calorie store. That will pretty much take us to the top. And then we can drink. Okay, so we're in good shape right now. Right, clothing. Let's see what these boots are going to do for us. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm going to swap boots. I'm going to pop those boots on. Have I got any other clothing? No, I haven't. Okay. The boots that I have been wearing, I'm just going to drop them here. I'm not going to bother putting them in a container. They'll take up quite a lot of space in a container. So I'm just going to drop them on the floor, and that is quite authentic as well, where you leave your boots at the bottom of the bed. Okay, so we have a decent stockpile of water. We've got some food in there, which is pretty cool. We've got a few bits of clothing. We've got some bits and pieces. So we are stocking up quite nicely. We have a snare here. I want to go and put this out and see if I can catch some rabbits with it. For food, so I'm going to go and pop this snare out. Hopefully it's... Ah, yeah, it's looking a lot nicer. Keeping an eye open for the bear. The bear does wander around here, so we just want to be a little bit careful. There's the cave that goes to Milton. I'm just trying to think where you tend to see the rabbits around here. Not sure where you tend to see them. I know you do see them jumping around this area. We want to put them right bang in the middle of where we normally see them. Let's gather some sticks up while we're out here. It's actually okay right now weather-wise, so let's take advantage of the fact that it's not too bad to gather stuff up from around Trapper's Cabin. So we've got Old Man's Beard, which will turn into wound dressings. Oh, here we go. Here's some rabbits. That's what we want. Okay, cool. So I need to drop my snare around here somewhere. Oops. Let's find our tools. Let's go and let's place. And I'm going to place it. I'm going to place it right there. Okay. Let's see how well that works. Obviously, it's not going to work whilst I'm standing here. There was some Old Man Beard around here. I saw it. I collected some of it. There we go. There it is, so we might as well gather it up. While we have good weather conditions, we might as well take advantage of it. Gather up stuff from around Trapper's Cabin. I'm not going to venture too far because it's getting quite late in the day. So let's take full opportunity, gather what we can from around Trapper's Cabin. Now you always used to get... Ooh, what's this? Is this a backpack randomly placed in the middle of the floor there? It's sort of, you always used to get saplings growing around here, up above Trapper's Cabin. Now things have changed a little bit. Obviously, the map has been modified, partly to include the pathway to Milton, but also just general modifications. I'm not actually seeing the saplings where they used to be. Let's pick up this birch bark because that's good as tinder. There's a bit more of it over here. Okay. Yeah, this has been modified slightly. You always used to see, this used to be a little bit, it didn't drop down quite so much at the back, and you always used to get saplings growing around here, up above Trapper's Cabin, but I think they've been removed. They're not here anymore. Either that or it's a random generation and they don't always come. But I'm not seeing them. Okay, well we got a limb here, so let's harvest that. That's going to take us probably till darkness, I suspect. Oh, not quite. Virtually, but not quite. So we've got ourselves some more supplies. We are heading towards darkness now, so I'm not gonna do another one because I think that will take us into the night. But we know where they are. This is a little route, by the way, that goes off around the back. When we were hunting that bear in Wintermute, so I kind of learnt a few back ways around Mystery Lake that I didn't know about before, so that came in handy. Here we go. Nice little area, this. It has changed slightly. I think it's been a little bit more enclosed, you know, than it used to be. I think that used to this used to be a bit further back to where the cabin now is. So, you know, as with everything in the game, it's been tweaked, it's been modified. I'll tell you what, there's something else that I've been thinking about with the Long Dark, which I'll tell you about in a second once we've just dropped inside. And there is a deer carcass down in the cabin down there as well, in the barn, so that might be worth going and investigating, see if we can harvest that. Always useful. Right, okay, so let's just get ourselves organised then. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I need some cloth. Have we got any curtains? No, we haven't got any curtains. That's just annoying. So I have no natural cloth sources in here. Do I actually have any cloth in here? Oh yeah, I've got quite a bit. Oh, that's fine then. Okay, let's have all of that then. I actually already have some bandages. I was going to say I'm going to craft some Old Man's Beard wound dressings. So we need lichen and... Oh, we don't actually need wound dressings. Oh, we don't need bandages anymore. Oh, right. Oh, yes, of course. They've changed it. I forgot that. They've changed it. You don't combine it with a bandage anymore. It's a separate thing, so you still need to have the bandage. I had completely forgotten about that. Okay, well, we have reishi mushrooms. So let's do this, preparing the reishi mushrooms as well. It's going dark, but that's fine. We're not really tired yet. And we know we won't sleep the whole way through the night. We'll wake up fully rested halfway through. So we might as well get this out of the way. So what we're doing, we're getting ourselves prepared. We're getting ourselves sorted out. We are trying to stockpile a nice organised little set of resources, materials, food, supplies, anything really that we can make use of. So we've got prepared mushrooms, we've got prepared rose hips. I'm not at yeah, let's make some bandages. We might as well, we've got plenty of cloth. I don't think we're going to be able to do clothing repairs whilst we're here. Although to be fair, nothing really needs doing anyway, so it's not really a major issue. Okay, let's just pop our stuff back in the locker. So I'm using this locker for spare parts, spare materials, things I don't need to be carrying around with me. So I think I'm going to drop the shooting guide and the wilderness kitchen in there. We'll deal with those later. We can't do anything with them now. Everything else in there is absolutely fine. Foodstuffs we're not going to be dropping in here. Oops, it's this one at the bottom we need to be getting rid of. So all of the cloth I'm going to get rid of. Transfer all of the cloth. Sticks I'm going to drop over by my fire. Rose hips, I will get rid of the rose hips I'm carrying. I haven't got enough to turn them into prepared rose hips, so I will transfer them. Although actually no, they're not. That's not really in the right place, is it? Ah, no, never mind. Okay, we've got quite a lot of old man's beard though in here, so we may as well turn that into wound dressings as well. Let's get ourselves back in the crafting menu. Let's make ourselves a couple more wound dressings. We might as well, since we've got the lichen. Because they're no use to us just as lichen, they're only of use to us as actual wound dressings. So if we've got them as wound dressings, we can use them. So let's transfer that back. I'm going to leave the rose hips there. Okay, so medical supply wise, we have got 4 old man's beard wound dressings, 6 bandages. I don't think I need to be carrying quite so many bandages, but there's a medicine cabinet on the wall. That's where I'm keeping my medical supplies. It's a bit hard to do this in the dark. I know. Apologies, I know you're probably not going to be able to see very well what's happening with it being in the dark. Okay, so we are carrying 6 antibiotics, some antiseptic. We've got the wound dressing. In fact, we don't need to be carrying the antiseptic because we have the wound dressing, so let's get rid of that. We have an emergency stim. We've got some painkillers, and we have the rose hips and the mushrooms, which are medical things, but I tend to use them more as calorie sources, to be honest. Okay, I need to get over to the bed, which I think is vaguely this way. No, it's not. Let's bounce yourself off the wall method of steering. Right, okay, so we need to... we'll just drink, because that will just make sure we're hydrated through the night. We're not going to die of dehydration. And then we'll go for the full 8 hours. Hopefully this will get us through till morning. And we shall be awake the whole way. And then we shall head into the daylight, and then we can head out to camp office. Ah, we woke up fully rested. What time of day is it? Alright, very nearly. Very, very nearly. Okay, well, we'll drink a soda because that'll give us some calories as well. As hydration. It's very close to being morning, so I am suspecting we might be able to head out anyway. What's our carrying weight looking like? 22. Is there anything I can ditch? Anything I don't need to be taking with me? Sticks. Did I not have a whole load of firewood? I thought I did, yeah, it's here. Well, I need to be taking that with me. But I possibly am carrying a little bit too much other stuff. But, do you know what? Some of that stuff I might actually take with me. It's okay. I just don't want to waste a light source trying to get myself organised. I need to find the door. Where's the door? Don't worry, I'm blundering around in the dark at this point as well. Right, I think that's going to be the door. There we are. Right, let's head out then. Hopefully there will be enough light out here. Ah, yeah, that's cool. Oh, look at that. That's not bad considering there isn't a light source in there. Okay, this isn't too bad. It's going to be cold though, that's the only thing. It feels like minus 13. It's cold. But it's just about daybreak. So let's make our way to camp office. So this is our first raiding run. Is that the bear over there? Yes, it is. That's the bear. Okay, let's not go that way then. Let's go this way. Okay, so we just need to be wary that the bear is about. We don't want to fall foul of the bear this early on in the game, because that would suck. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to say about the Long Dark. Wouldn't the Long Dark be awesome in VR? We've been talking about this because someone at work has bought an Oculus fairly recently, and someone else just before that bought a PlayStation VR. One of my friends has got a PlayStation VR. I haven't got one because I haven't got the money. But everyone's kind of started to play more VR games. I have been playing around with Google Cardboard and some of the video things on the 360 video and some of the 3D video on YouTube. And coming very soon to my other channel is going to be some 360 video and some VR stuff. But I've got a long way to go before I get that far. But we've been thinking about VR, and I think The Long Dark will be absolutely fantastic as a VR game. If you think about it, it's the perfect kind of game for it, because you can jump from behind, it's going to be scary, it's going to be interesting, and it's a really good sort of scenery and things. The only downside, of course, with VR and VR in general is when you're moving around, looking 360, you want to walk the other way, you're going to turn around, you're going to wind up facing the opposite direction to where you were facing, and you're going to get yourself tangled up in your cables and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, that's by the by. I think it would look pretty cool in VR. It's open world kind of game. I think would work really, really well. So I'm hoping the developers will kind of think down those kind of lines at some stage in the future. I know Subnautica has gone VR. I don't have any kind of VR headset apart from cardboard. So I'm just kind of interested to see how we can make that work. So that's going to be kind of cool. But I think, yeah, oh, wolf. Go away, wolf. Could do without you right now. I was kind of hoping there wouldn't be any wolves around at this time of the morning. Oh, I've been clocked. But not by him, by him. Or her, we don't actually know. Okay, I'm going to use the flare. I'm not in the mood. Oh, thank you. And the other one is now coming at me. I heard it. Okay, let's brave Sir Robin it. I know there might be some stuff in that hut, but I'm not really in the mood to hang around and find out. So we'll just brave Sir Robin it. There we go. Hopefully that's got us clear. Gives us a bit of light. I was trying not to use any light sources, but never mind, eh? Yeah, so Long Dark VR, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Subnautica's gone VR. I'd love to go VR. I've been doing a little bit of experimentation with video and stuff like that. It's quite problematic to shoot VR video, particularly if you want to do it stereoscopic, which is what I've been looking to do. Another wolf, blimey. Because obviously you need to have two cameras, which is a little bit of an issue, but the Samsung Gear 360s, the slightly older type ones, they're quite cheap now, so that's not so much of a problem. The issue is stitching the video together, and I've been kind of looking at games and whether we can do some 360 stuff with games as well, so you never know, there may be some 360 gaming coming fairly soon. Go away! Oh no, that went badly wrong. Damn wolves. I'll waste my flare. Let's pick my flare up. Okay, am I bleeding out? Oh no, I've only got sprains. Okay, well we'll live with those. I'm not going to waste resources dealing with those. We'll sort them out once I get inside. So let's pick up some more sticks as we go past. Sticks are good. Oh, power line. That wasn't there before. That's new. That may have come with Wintermute though, to be fair. And I just never noticed it. Okay, let's get inside then. Got some rose hips outside. I'm going to grab those. Is that a light? Oh, it is a light. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. There's actually some lights here. I don't know whether they've just fallen down or whether they're actually meant to be embedded there, but okay, let's harvest the rose hips. I suspect they've been put there as aurora lighting effects, so that when the aurora's active it lights up Camp Office, but kind of cool. Okay, let's get inside Camp Office then. So it's probably still going to be dark in here. So I think, yes, it's getting daylight. I have my my flare glowing away. But we're going to call it a day for this video. Yes, we've reached the end of this particular one. So, next time around, we're going to go through Camp Office. We'll loot everything that's in Camp Office. And what I might do is leave it all in Camp Office, go off and do the cabins around the lake, and then bring anything from there back to Camp Office and take the whole lot to Trapper's Cabin in one go. Because you don't often get massive amounts of stuff in the cabins around the lake. So, it's probably not worth doing a run on its own out to those those cabins. So let's bring it all back here to Camp Office, then get everything from here back to Trapper's Cabin and start our stockpile over in Trapper's Cabin. That's going to be in the next video. So thank you as always for joining me in the long dark. I really hope you're enjoying it, and hopefully we can get ourselves on a slightly more regular posting schedule with many gaps. Things have just been so busy, it's just been impossible to film anything, but we're going to give it a try and get on schedule again, and we're going to carry on with this playthrough and see how far we can get. So I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. As always, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I shall see you again very, very soon.